The Dorm Disorder podcast contains real stories, adult language, and occasional chaos. Some content may not be suitable for all audiences. Listener discretion is advised. Now on to the episode. Welcome back to the Dorm Disorder podcast. This is part 2.
So we had a couple other topics we wanted to get to. We wanted to talk about, like, you all had a couple points you wanted to bring up. So I'm going to go ahead and just take that time right now.
Anything specific? Well, I think one of the things we were talking about was like major events that happened while we were at Girard, and I think in my experience there was a major event on campus and then off campus. So the major off campus one for me was 9/11. I was in seventh grade. And because I'm from New York, I was like me and 2 other people from New York in my grade. They like pulled us out of class so we can call home and all of that. And everyone was good, thank God. But we were sitting in social studies class, and I remember Gallagher turning on the TV. And so that was wild. When school got out, they made us stay in our dorms. I'm not even sure why, but we weren't allowed to go outside.
That is weird.
We were not allowed to go outside until dinner time. I don't know if they were just trying to figure out. Well, I guess the world was trying to figure out what was happening at that point, but we weren't allowed to go outside. And then the major thing on campus, when I was in 9th, 10th grade, they were trying to bring ENS, Engineering and Sciences, which is a Philly public school, on campus. So they were trying to put them in the old auto building, which was at the very end of campus. And that was not a good look for a lot of reasons. One, they were a day school. The building that they were also trying to put them in was around where the younger students were staying. So as students, we gathered, and I'm sure that this was led by some seniors, to protest the board meeting. So we started on campus and we walked. It was the middle of winter. It was cold outside, and we walked all the way down to Wills Eye Hospital, which is downtown, like 11th and Jefferson, and stood outside and like protested like you see in the movies with posters. I don't know if they could hear us from whatever office they were in, but we were out there. And I remember that the house parents at the time and teachers couldn't really speak on it and show their support. But a lot of them followed us in their cars, like beeping their horns as we walked. When we got downtown, someone went out and got us hot chocolate and stuff like that because it was really, really cold out. But that was a major thing. ENS never moved on campus. But just thinking of some of those like historic moments, to be a part of that was just crazy. And we didn't know they were like threatening to suspend everyone that went and protested, but it was just so many of us, they couldn't do anything. So that was major. I think that was one of the things I wanted to cover because I found it interesting that you guys
had no clue that
that had happened. So that was 2002, 2003, I want to say. So
9/11 was a big day. I couldn't also not go outside. However, I'm a little bit older. So we couldn't leave campus either in South Korea. We ran out of beer in approximately 48 hours. And then they were like, no more alcohol for y'all.
I bet.
Yeah, but we bought it all. Mike, what you got for us?
I came in Jordan 04. So I had like a small window of like things that happened. But something major, I'm a big movie person. So Annapolis was getting filmed there. And then it was Transformers 2. The part that sucks about that is I was in class. I want to say Mr. Leek's class. I had Greek mythology with Leek, which was like really interesting because I never knew all the crazy shit that goes on in Greek mythology. And Leek was just breaking it down to us. So at some point, I think one of my classmates was like, yo, Shia LaBeouf on campus. I was like, you see? Where? I'm stuck in fucking Lee class trying to look out the window, even though I have no line of sight from his classroom. I'm like, yo, what the hell is going on? And then the movie comes out, and you see in Transformers 2 that he's running down the steps.
Yeah.
I'm like, motherfucker, I could have made that scene. I could have been extra. I'm trying to think.
We had 12 Monkeys, which starred Bruce
Brad
Willis,
Pitt.
Madeleine Stowe, Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
And the scenes that Bruce Willis and Madeleine Stowe filmed in her office was at Founders Hall.
Yeah.
I walked right by her one morning.
Shit. Did you realize it?
Yeah.
Oh, and you were just like, whatever.
Because actually my roommate was ahead of me, turns around and goes, I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
Just another super skinny white lady to me. I just,
like,
but there was a teacher, Mr. Hansberry. Hansberry straight up took, it was an elective period, just took everybody in his class and was like, let's go to Founders Hall. No permission to be in there, the set and everything. He just took a bunch of the kids there and he said, yeah, Bruce Willis walked by. He's kind of just looked at us funny and kept on going. Yeah. Now, that would have been the only person I wanted to beat, was Uncle Bruce. But Madeleine Stowe, I still don't know what she's been in after that.
Yeah.
No hate, Madeleine Stowe. I just don't know you like that.
Madeleine Stowe actually held my firstborn.
Stop playing.
Yeah, we went to a place called Harbor Beach.
What, he was joking?
No. Jill can attest to it. We were at a place called Harbor Beach in Fort Lauderdale. At the time, her uncle suggested we go. I didn't know how expensive it was going to be or how high end this place was, but it cost a lot. We only had the one kid at the time, so it wasn't too terrible. And some lady in a big white beach hat and like a white cover up was just walked over, and Jill's holding our son. And she goes, "Oh, can I hold your, can I hold your baby?" She sat down next to Jill and she just held my son for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Told him how beautiful he is and how lucky we are. And she handed it back. When she left, and the staff was like, "Do you know who that was?" I said, "No, some weird lady." Like, "I don't know who that was." She was like, "Oh, it's Madeleine Stowe." So
that's
I was
some
like,
random
Jill,
celebrity.
This is the weirdest white people shit I have heard in quite some time. And I get to hear some weird shit sometimes.
It's crazy.
I don't think about that. Like LeBron just walking up to somebody. I hold your baby. That would never happen. You have to be a white female. You have to be a white woman to do that. Like, I don't think anybody else can do that.
I'll tell you that the other thing too is Jill's not like that. Like Jill, like anybody else would have asked, it just seemed safe at the time. Because there's times where, can I see your baby? No. Yeah. You can see it right from where you at. But no.
Madeleine Stowe, learned something about you. You are safe. Because
she was also in a movie on Netflix that I just watched too. You should probably check it out.
Probably not.
Yeah, no, they will find you.
Yeah. I'm totally not gonna watch that. But but yeah,
it's pretty good.
Yeah, Annapolis. A lot of Annapolis was filmed. On campus to the point where they had Tyrese come speak at chapel.
Insane.
Well, yeah, they were like they were asking people if they had questions, and my best friend, she's sitting next to me, she was like, "Can you sing for us?" And he sang "Sweet Lady."
That's actually kind of dope.
And all the dudes, we like, come on, Tyrese, bro. Like, you can't do this right now.
But yeah, they would let us like watch some of the scenes that they were filming. They filmed some scenes in I don't know if Carpin had the same class the entire time that he was there.
Probably.
But he had the classroom with the leveled seats.
Oh yeah.
So they filmed a bunch of scenes in there. Like there were parts of campus that were shut down.
Yeah.
While they were filming that. So that was pretty cool to then watch the movie and be like, oh my gosh, that's the courtyard and that's Founders Hall steps and that's Carpin's room. But having him speak at chapel and sing at chapel was like,
so having, living thousands of miles away from here and not being connected to the Girard community at all, to go to the movies with my then oldest two little kids and be like, that's Girard. And then to be like, that's Eastern State Penitentiary on Transformers 2. But I'm home one day and Annapolis just so happened to be on like cable. And I'm like, I know that place.
Yep.
I know every place. And did they film this anywhere but Girard was my question. Because every single scene. The
armory.
boxing room. That they're standing out, running out for formation. Carpenter's classroom. I was like, yo, they just literally used the whole campus. And that was one of those movies I sat there and watched to the end. Where's it going to say Girard at? I don't remember seeing it.
In between Bordeaux and Allen. You could just see it. Like, I know whose window that is. And
we might have to run that movie back because I don't think I've seen it since like a few years after graduating from Girard and be like, oh, let me watch this movie. Like, I definitely have not seen it in the last decade. So
I was in the Army, so that just so happened to be on TV. It will never be watched again.
It's like 20 years old now, actually. I think it filmed in 06. I mean, released in 06. I think Creed 2 was filmed a little in Girard. I remember seeing in the armory. I know that.
That's right.
Been racing people up there before.
Yeah, that was definitely that.
Hustle with
Adam Sandler, the only one that did us dirty, like changing the name of the school. Come on. Like, oh, we a Catholic school now? That's what we doing?
Yeah. Come on, Adam.
For what movie?
It's called Hustle, I think.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Yeah.
All right, we getting close on time. What else we got to talk about here? We had a lot the other night.
Yeah, well, I mean, we didn't touch on leak, and you had an interesting leak.
Oh,
story,
yeah,
so I'd really like you to get into that because
first of all,
boy,
love Leak, miss him to death, man. He was like a father figure. You feel that way, but Leak was a hard ass naturally, and something I'll never forget him saying to me is like, he's like, Coley, I like your demeanor. You kind of remind me of Cosby in the 60s. I was like, excuse me? Cosby in the 60s?
You know what? The way you just move your head, instantly saw it.
I watch a lot of Cosby and stuff, so that makes sense. But at this point, Leak had a beard, right?
Can't imagine that.
Yeah. Full white beard. Full white beard. Looked great. And we came back to school one week, and we seen him. And all of it was burnt off. I mean, it's red. I don't even know if there's any red in here. It was like that wall, a little orange, a little red. We like, Leak, what the hell happened after laughing at him?
Yeah, of course.
A long time. So that pissed him off. He's already red on top of the red. And I'm like, he's like, I don't even want to share it. I'm like, so what happened? He's like, I was barbecuing. And I set it a little too high. Woof. And he did the whole thing. So he burnt his hair off. Grilling. So we had like an ongoing joke anytime it was really hot or like we got a little too close to a flame. We're like, oh my God, I'm Leak. It's finished. So we would just do this thing. And it was just like, that was the most interesting thing because he was such a powerful like person to be around. Yeah. And to see him that vulnerable and kind of little touched up a little bit. I was like, damn, man, everybody got a little something going on. But that was probably one of the funniest things. I want to say his face like healed in some months. I don't know how. I don't know if he got a skin graft. I don't know if he's like an alien or something. But it came back and he was good, but it was an ongoing joke until we graduated. He was like, Leak, how's your face, brother? You feeling all right? Fuck you. Sorry, Leak.
If Leak was still here today, we'd still be joking him. So I think this is completely fair game.
Yeah. Completely fair game.
Yeah, I had Leak for a year, but one of my most fondest memories, we used to have GCN, Girard College News, and once every 2 weeks, we used to go into the auditorium, and students at the school would film stuff, and they would film skits, or they would do like news, and you had the news anchor and all of that filmed, and I want to say it had to be like someone from the class of like 01 or 02 decided to make a video of Leak over DMX's they don't know da-da, who we be over that beat, but the video was in black and white, and it was just a bunch of clips of Leak either yelling or doing the hair flip, and the hook was literally they don't know detention but it was hilarious because he didn't know that it was happening, but it was the funniest thing. We used to give our teachers hell, man. I just think about it.
Gerard, we know y'all watching. Y'all got to find that video. Y'all really need to find that. You will make a whole several generations of children who are grown now very, very happy.
Yes. Whoever has that footage, or any of the GCN. I mean, I remember for weeks there was a joke because they were doing like a STD PSA, and it was like popsicle sticks pretending to go to the doctor's office, but the popsicle sticks were changing faces. It was like almost animation. And the ongoing joke for a long time, because one of the popsicle sticks was like, gonorrhea! The popsicle stick was like, so it was GCN. We used to do a lot of cool stuff for free at Girard. Like, now that I think about it, like, part of the chess club, and even just the athletics and all the uniforms and games and just the activities that we used to do. Like on the weekend, they used to take us to the movies and to the mall. And even times when they took us to the mall around Christmas, everyone would get like $25 to like buy one thing at the mall. It was just like
they gave
wild.
$5 more than they gave us. We got $5. That was for lunch. That was
in the food court.
$5
or a matinee.
Yes,
You did a matinee.
yeah.
No popcorn, no.
No popcorn. You had nothing for popcorn.
Your mouth be
no
dry as shit too. No drink.
Nothing. $5.
Yeah.
There you go. That was back when the movie cost $3.25. So, and, you know, you could squeeze that in. Maybe get yourself a 99-cent double cheeseburger from McDonald's. You had to plan it out. You had to plan it out. Make things happen.
Yeah, I saw blue chips.
Got to do something.
Blue chips. Nice.
Did he throw erasers at you guys when you weren't paying attention?
Oh,
or
yes.
chalk?
Yeah.
Ooh, Fisher?
No,
Lee.
Oh no, Fisher used to throw chalk at me all the time. I used to sleep in his class. I used to love his class, but I used to frustrate him because I was really good at math. So I would just wake up and do really well on tests, but I used to sleep all the time. One time he threw a piece of chalk at me and I woke up and I had a chalk line on my forehead. And then he used to make fun of me all the time. He drew a little picture of me on the side of the board in a boat because my parents are not from here. So so
they were not PC at all.
At all. But I love Fish. But yeah, Leek probably. I feel like Leek had a soft spot for the girls.
No, they all had soft spots for girls. I'm gonna tell you why.
No, they did not. No, no.
I disagree with Mike. They did. He did.
You think so, right?
He did. For girls, Leek, he did. Absolutely. 100%.
My wife will tell you something otherwise.
And my wife will tell you something otherwise.
I mean,
I feel like Leek had a soft spot, and we always talk about Fish had a soft spot. Fish always used to make us brownies all the time.
Yo,
he never made us
all the time.
We used to beg him. We were like, "Yo, Fish, so we notice, you've been making food and stuff for the girls. What's up with us?" "Oh, I guess I'll do it one of these days." It was almost like pulling teeth with him. So you know what I did? I was like, "Yo, Mom, I don't appreciate how, Mr. Fish is giving brownies and stuff. You know how much I love brownies, Mother. What you gonna do about it?" My mom pulls up. It was this like catering place. She brought fish, yams, greens, macaroni cheese. Only the boys were allowed. And we did it in the hum. And I would make a point. Every girl that came, "I'm sorry, you're not allowed. Eat your brownies." All
right.
She did that like multiple years.
For purposes of the story, what is the hum? What is the hum?
So the hum. So
you go to the nurse.
So yeah, it used to be just the nurse's
Oh,
office.
the junior school.
What used to be the junior school, yes. And then when they built the new junior school, and they moved everyone to the new junior school, that area when you walk in and go to the nurse's office, and I was there. I was part of the team of people. I want to say it was in 8th grade. They like rebuilt all of that. So on one side they put a mini movie theater. Again, back to the privileges that I like. They put a mini movie theater that had maybe about like 30-40 seats and a nice screen. They had like a cafe area. There was a kitchen back there. And a store that sold like water ice and like actual snacks. And then on the other side, they put pool tables. There was a DJ booth, and that's where we used to have our dances after a certain amount of time. So I want to say the hum opened when I was maybe in like 8th or 9th grade, and it was open after school, and it just used to be a place for us to just be able to go and hang out, go play pool. They had foosball tables.
Y'all spoiled.
Our dances were in basements.
Well, we used to have dances in the basement every once in a while. But yeah, so the Hum, that was the spot. And we used to play movies after school, or sometimes the dorms, like the house parents would be like, oh, we're gonna have a movie night, and use that space.
So where's the infirmary now? I'm actually.
It was still there. So I don't know what that took place of. So when you first walk into the junior school, at least for us, the infirmary, it was like a long hallway that led to the infirmary.
Yeah.
That long hallway right there. I don't know if there used to be anything there. Well,
classrooms.
Yeah. So not anymore.
Okay.
Not anymore.
All right.
But the infirmary stayed in that back area.
Okay.
They were section rooms.
Not in the first place.
The classrooms were upstairs. Not when I was in junior school.
I don't know about when you was in junior school, but when I graduated, there was classrooms.
Yeah, the classrooms for us were on the second floor.
There were no sections on the first floor.
Section 1 through 12.
Section rooms were in the basement.
Yeah. For us, we had like a rug, a TV. There was desks to study. It was like an actual. Did you go
to the junior school when you was in high school? Like actually through the junior school? You had not been going back since you. Yeah, that's yeah. I used to sell pretzels. So me and Hensley would basically skip the whole damn day of school. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we would sell pretzels. We came up with that idea somewhere around 10th grade for money for student council. We didn't go to school. We literally just went around campus selling pretzels until lunchtime. And Leek would be like, go sell the pretzels. And that's what we did, because he was the teacher in charge of student council the year that it started. It was amazing. Boy, love Leek. Miss that guy so much. All right, we getting close here.
Yep. So I'll just tell you a quick Leek story. My senior year was fire drill, snow on the ground, and started a snowball fight. So there was like 4 of us. There's little kids like lining up. And we're dipping between them, hiding between them, like throwing snowballs, like the entire fire drill. So Leek was the disciplinarian at the time. So he rounds up me, my roommate, and 2 other of my classmates. And he calls us in his room. And he goes, VO. Just writes a VO for all 4 of you. And he looks at me, he's like, Diddle, here's another VO for being a dumbass. And I'm looking around the room, I'm like, there's 3 other people in here. Why am I getting 2 VOs? So, yeah.
Why I say that Leek did not like girls, did not have a soft spot. It was, I don't know, I had 12 degrees out one winter. And a particular female had, I don't know, she had something in her coat. Reached in and got it out of her coat. Leek didn't like that. He walked over to that girl, took her coat, opened the window, and threw it out. Now, I'm sorry. That's not a soft spot. There was another girl went to go sharpen her pencil in the middle of class. And he said, you gotta have your pencil sharpened before class. So she's sharpening it, and Leek didn't like that. He went over. This joint was bolted to the wall, grabbed the pencil sharpener, twisted it off, and threw it in the trash. We had Miss Mac the period before, and all of a sudden at the end of class the next day, everybody gets up and goes to sharpen their pencils, and Miss Mac is like, what is happening? We're like, yeah, Leek threw his sharpener out, and we're not allowed to sharpen pencils anymore, so we have to sharpen them before we go. She just shook her head.
Miss Mac, like Miss McInerney?
Miss McInerney.
Wow. There were really some. She was still there when I was there.
Wow.
We still had some of the OGs. We had Leek, we had Gallagher, we had Fisher.
Carp. See, Gallagher wasn't a teacher when we was
Kazemple.
Yeah, nope.
Yeah. Gallagher was not a teacher.
Health for some
But that didn't count.
It didn't count.
Yeah, he taught health. Yeah, that class did not count. It was a class, instead of PE, you would go upstairs and be angry because you had to go upstairs and listen to Gallagher. And PE was 2 periods, so you had to listen to Gallagher for 2 periods.
I know.
Sure, you guys get your condoms.
God love you.
God love you if you don't.
I don't think we had Gibbons.
That's even worse.
Yeah, I mean, Gibb teaching a class. Yeah, I don't think I would deal with that well at all.
He called me Niddles the entire time he knew.
No.
Niddles. Niddles, we need a goal. I was like, all right, man.
He's still kicking. I love the fact that he posts pictures of
Yes.
No.
He always
Love
used
you,
to
Gibb.
write his Y's backwards. Yeah.
We call that dyslexia. I never knew that. Now you know why you niddles.
I know, but they were they were the OGs.
Yeah,
they were.
When we were there. Good
New
times.
generation. I hope they're getting the same type of people that we used to get.
Well, I mean, there are some teachers that were young teachers when I was there that are still teaching there.
Oh yeah,
like Miss Carlock, Miss Girard. Oh my gosh, Miss Girard. I used to teach French. She was crazy when she came, and she still is crazy in like the best way.
I think I met her.
She has silver hair now. We call her Silver Fox. She has silver hair now.
Freaky shit in class.
She was very French.
Yes.
Very French. But they're still there. Which is nice. Garrett, Garrett was Boys RA, so he was still there. So it's nice still seeing some of the people benefit from some of the great people. I'm sure the place has changed. I feel like every time I go up there, it's just.
So, parting thought for you all. What would you say to a young couple in Girard right now who are dating and wonder if that is going to be where they ended up? What would you say to them as a piece of advice?
Girard couple. Hypothetically, are they dating now, Girard?
They're dating now.
Now?
Yeah.
Currently at Girard?
Currently.
Oh, yeah, they ain't gonna last, baby. They ain't gonna last, baby. There are very few. There are very few that start there and make it out of their life. We do have one in our grade. Like, they even got cutest couple, the superlative. They were together for like 3 years and they are still together now with kids. That part is rare, so you might have a chance, but I don't know if it ends and you see them with your best friend tomorrow. Just know it's part of it's welcome. It's just part of what happens at Girard. That's my parting gifts. You're welcome.
I have nothing to say. She said everything. Be realistic.
Yep.
Shit happens. Roll with it. Y'all might reconnect later. Never know. But yeah.
I think it's important. You can find that common ground to start dating, but understand you need to grow.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be the same person that they were in Girard. And I think that's you know them from Girard, you know their personality from Girard, but people change.
Yeah.
And I think you have to be able to change with that. I think that's my parting shot, because Girard ain't going to save you. It ain't going to save you. We can't go back to what it was in the 90s or the early 2000s. You have to be realistic with where you're at. So that's it.
The best way to grow is go be a hoe. I went all over the world and saw some things and been some places. Now, I just like to sit in my basement and play my video games and know that I got a good woman and I'm good.
Well, that's a good way to talk to a Girard couple. That was good.
Solid good piece of advice.
Yeah, fuck them. Go be a hoe.
No, but really, we used to think it was like the end of the world in school. Like, or that relationship was everything.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's what youth is.
In the better words, there's so much life out there. Or go be a hoe, as Mike said.
I mean, Miss Saldana would have told you to go find yourself a Latin lover. So, Mike did this.
Subconsciously took her advice. Thank you.
Even though he probably never met her.
No. Yeah, he does. You good.
Who, Miss? You said O'Donnell?
No. She was gone by the time
okay.
She was from Peru.
I think we're at the wrap-up stage.
Yep.
All right, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. We had a lovely, lovely time here with Mike and Rosilyn. So thank you so much for being here. We'll be back in a couple weeks or be back tomorrow. We don't know right now. Some things be happening. I got a cruise to go on. Maybe we can get I can get a couple interviews or two of a few folks that's out there. We'll try to squeeze that in as well. But as always, we'll see you next week.
Good luck to you Girard couples out there. And as always, lights out.
Listening to the Dorm Disorder Podcast. Until next time, Lights out.